I'm gonna let y'all know now before this video gets started. I'm gonna put this out and never look back on it. Welcome to 2019. My loves. Well, welcome back, first of all. I know the title is like, what the fuck is this bitch doing? What are you doing? The irony in this video, though, my blackness is about to jump the fuck out. And my degree is definitely about to jump the fuck out. Shout out to Eastern Michigan University. So the title. Isn't that what we are here for? So I just finished exercising, dancing to Beyonce. Because self-care is something that I have to do, especially in this week, which is the week of surviving R.Kelly. Something that I have to do something that makes me happy. But also, as a content creator and somebody who's passionate about blackness, I have to also pay attention, because this is what I want to do. This is what I do. This is why I am who I am. Thoroughbred black, straight out of the country. Family from Mississippi on my mama's side, family from Alabama on my daddy's side, both of which I have seen every ounce of blackness to the core. And that's why I'm as passionate as I am for black women, all black women, black trans women, for black men, but still being able to hold them accountable and understanding the idea of patriarchy. But most importantly, what brought me here today, black girls, and my undying, non-debatable, very serious stance on why I make this very serious video today. Imagine, and this is why I want to thank you, R.Kelly, and everybody who's like, well, why is this title thank you? Because I'm so grateful. I want to thank you, R.Kelly, for exposing the people in my life who did not need to be there. I want to imagine seeing down your timeline people, parents with kids, children, daughters, saying things like, y'all not gonna make me stop liking him. These bitches wanted Klaus. That was a cousin. Blocked. Seeing things like, y'all acting like we are perfect. Y'all acting like people don't go through things. Let me say, by no means am I perfect, and nor do I want to ever make the impression that I am. I've made mistakes. I am not a great person. Trust me when I tell you. You may think you know me, but you don't. What I am saying is, if we're measuring perfection by black women being raped, by 14-year-olds having sex with a grown man and having a sex ring and damaging the lives of a black woman to the capacity that he did, then God damn it, I'm perfect. Okay? That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I'm not that kind of person. I'll be a hypocrite to get up here and say it. Back to the video. A colleague. Blocked. Thank you, R. Kelly. Thank you. Because you've uncovered it. You've uncovered the trash that I feared so much. Well, whatever it was there that I was able to see. So thank you. It's insane that as parents, most of the people I blocked are parents. I just want to add, I'm not a parent. I don't want kids, and for this very reason. Because there's people out here that saw this or didn't see it, and instead of joining the conversation of protecting black women, they opted to discuss if they were going to dance to Step in the Name of Love or not. Parents. Real parents. Instead of taking the time and saying, if you're a parent of a son, I need to figure out how I need to teach my son how to be held accountable so he doesn't turn into a monster like R. Kelly. I need to teach my son about feeling his feelings as a black man, knowing that it's okay to be vulnerable. I need to teach my son what rape means in each and every capacity of the word. No, y'all want to talk about Step in the Name of Love. In a time that we're discussing black women's lives. We talking about dancing? I'm here because I'm grateful to you, R.Kelly. I'm grateful. Had you not been who you are, I wouldn't be able to unearth and get these people out. Content creators. Shaming content creators for being passionate about black little girls, of which are black lives. Same content creators that say Black Lives Matter. And see, my problem is not that you don't want to discuss the topic, because I understand. Something so passionate, something so triggering. I understand mental health, and I understand the capacity of which some people can handle things. What I don't understand is the shaming of those who are talking about it. Saying that people looking for yes men. I blocked somebody today, podcast colleague. And because I used to have a podcast, I still do. It'll be back one day. and this is why I don't want anybody. I don't want any confusion. I'm not the kind of person that is shady. I'm not gonna mention anybody's name because I also don't do free promo. And I'm not even that big of a character to do promo. But if I was, names don't get mentioned. But if you follow me on Twitter, I saw a tweet about people blocking people over a disagreement. Y'all won't let people have opinions. And in my humble opinion, and you can block me because of it, this topic is not about opinion. These are lives. These are black women who have been emotionally fucked at the hands of another black person. And that, to me, there's no right side or left side. There's no who's and who's. There is simply a task at hand. Black women have been let down. How do we fix that? That's not an opinion. That's not an opinion. That's not an agreement. That's not anything I'm willing, personally, for me, to agree or disagree with. Either if you with it, if you ain't. And I'm not going to debate it or converse about it, period. That's not a discussion for me. If I see anything leaning towards, well, I'm going to still listen to the music, so I don't know what the fuck, people make mistakes, blocked. Yeah. If I see anything of, well, them hoes should have known better, blocked. I saw somebody on my timeline, another podcast content creator, of whom I know gets into debates often. Like, gets into debates over men, gets into debates over pop culture, gets into debates over Black Lives Matter. You know, good content. I don't shade anybody content. I think that most of the creators that I know are great content creators. I wouldn't have followed or invested into anybody as a content creator because I want to be a content creator. So I only align myself of people who are seemingly great creators. This same content creator was saying that people were doing too much, looking for yes men in terms of the R.Kelly conversation. And I don't give a fuck if it was shade towards me, my mammy, my grandmammy. It was said and I didn't like it. Because this time, this entity of what's going on, the importance of this conversation is far greater than our egos. In my humble opinion. It's not something that I'm doing. I don't do this shit for play. I ain't black for play. I'm black every motherfucking single day. And I'm woman. And I'm dark skinned. And I'm fat. So yes, I'm passionate about me and mine. And will always continue to be. And I had to make this video because I was on Twitter like, who want the Addy? Who? I had to, bitch, pull up. And it's not that, it's never that serious. And that's why I'm grateful to have a platform to then transform that same energy into discussing the things that needs to be discussed. And this here, thank you, R.Kelly. Thank you. This is needed. Had to block a cousin. Well, If they saw that he was on trial for peeing on people, why trust them again? Talking about the other 16-year-old girl. We blaming the 16-year-old girl for being 16 and wild. When I was 16, I was highly infatuated with Chris Brown. Had I seen Chris Brown's life play out like that, and he got acquitted, and I was taught that the law is the law, and Chris Brown called me up and said, "What up? You think I ain't gonna be in that nigga face at 16? I wish I had receipts on how much I love Chris Brown, y'all. I had 100 posters. I had a shirt that said wall to wall, picture perfect, from wall to wall, Mr. and Mrs. Chris Brown. Because if you're a real Chris Brown fan, you know exactly where those songs came from. Had that been Chris Brown's situation, you think I wasn't gonna pull up? Thank God society don't deem me as attractive, so I ain't ever had to deal with no shit like that. But my point is, there was a deeper discussion at hand, and anybody who didn't get the deeper discussion and opted and had the privilege to seemingly ignore it without shaming, I didn't bother you. Because if you ignored it and it was too much for you to discuss, cool. I get it. Because sometimes as a black person, when I see people getting shot and I see it every day on my timeline, sometimes I have to just be like, hey, let's talk about daisies and roses today. Let's talk about Beyonce and Jay-Z, because that's what makes me happy. But today I was passionate about being a black woman, and I saw other black people shit on that. And they may not have done it to me personally, but they did it in general on a platform that they created for themselves. And I'm grateful that Lifetime put that video out. I'm grateful. Because now I can weed out at least some of these sick motherfuckers who, instead of joining, if you weren't going to join the importance of the conversation, I expected black content creators to at least don't join the conversation at all. Because this conversation is way too important, way too serious to be played about. And I don't appreciate the irony. I would never shit on nobody about their opinion of something so serious. Black women are people, humans, and we are not going to continue to be the backbone of the community to turn around and get our backs kicked the fuck in when we on TV spilling our hearts. I be damned. I play the game like these niggas. They don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. If you don't give a damn, I don't give a fuck. But I'm passionate about mine. That's the hill I'm gonna die on. Black all day. Straight out of Detroit. Family from Mississippi and Alabama. Their parents was dealing with civil rights. I would never do that to black women, because I know how it feels. I wouldn't do it. You won't see me do it. Hold me accountable if you do. Call me out on my bullshit. Don't lie to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I made this video. So thank you, R.Kelly. Thank you. Shout out to Eastern Michigan University for pointing out systemic oppression. Something that I was not aware about and I did not have the vocabulary to discuss. Shout out to Eastern Michigan University for teaching me about patriarchy in the black community. Shout out to Professor Logwood specifically. Shout out to Eastern Michigan University for teaching me these things, because it's stuff that I knew about but I couldn't put a word to it. So I want to shout out to my college for giving me that information that I was not able to find otherwise. And shout out to Black Twitter and the wonderful black women that I follow with wonderful, wonderful, wonderful opinions about this that further pushed me to keep going. Shout out to the content creators that showed their ass. Shout out to y'all. Y'all definitely showed me who you were. Shout out to those that fuck with me from the podcast. that understand my plight and my passion, and understand why I don't do this for play. I don't do this for the love of motherfuckers that don't have no investment into what I'm about. I ain't in this shit for niggas. I ain't in this shit for talking about minuscule stuff. I ain't in this. That ain't what I signed up for. And I ain't shaming nobody else for doing what they do. Do what you do, but don't shit on me for doing what I do either. And I mean that shit. And I'm gonna put this video out. I ain't never been this passionate about nothing. Shout out to being black. Shout out to my mama. Shout out to my daddy. Shout out to Detroit. North Carolina Schoolcraft. Born and bred. Shout out to the people, to the blackness, to the black culture that made me into who I am today. I wouldn't be who I was without black women, without black men who cared enough to let me empower me and get behind me 100% to talk my shit unapologetically. Shout out. And with all that being said, thank you, Lifetime. Thank you, R.Kelly. Thank you, everybody who watched this video. Much love.